It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Welcome to this neighborhood, neighbor.
All right, what's up, Amigo Like Geeks and Freaks? We have some exciting news from the man dressed in black today. I have some cool stuff to show you, and I have something really cool that I believe you're going to really enjoy. So I'm going to do a little recap of some of the stuff that I got last night because fucking Sanchez. So a few things, because some of it didn't get to our YouTube fans. So let's show some of that. So last night I actually got another one of these. Unfortunately, the box got crushed because the guy just shoved it in a box and mailed it. And our wonderful people, Mr. McFeely, the mail people, crushed it. They left it out in the pouring rain. It didn't really get wet, just a tiny bit. But it's okay. But this one was almost complete. It was missing one of the center poles, the red poles, but we'll talk about that later. This kid also cut out the stars so you could send away for any of these free mail away only. These are only done mail away, which is Bill Scout, which is a scout. He looks like Steve Scout. He's got lighter hair, I think. He's got just this summer short. Then there was this all-weather tent, if you will, and then this lookout tower, which is similar to the weather station one. Some of the parts are the same. They combined some, but they did make some differences, and those are mail away only, so they're really hard to find. So this box is okay. I get an idea, and I've showed you guys this before. I showed you the actual set. One of the things that comes in these things, they have some comic books. This is one of the ones that I found called Scouting in You. This actually came out of a lot of figures that I had. And on the back, as I showed you guys, these are the little circles where you would cut the stars off the back of each Steve Scout item. And you cut these stars off here. You would glue them or tape them or whatever, mail them in, and then you could receive one of those free gifts, depending what you did. But something I learned last night that I never knew before, and haven't been collecting Steve Scout long enough. I've had one for maybe a couple of years, but I never knew. So this Scouting in You, it's basically what you think. It shows you some of the other sets, what scouts do, what they believe in, what is scouting, all this cool shit. But they use illustrations of the actual sets that they made. They talk to you, what is scouting? Scouting is good. Scouting is helpful. Can you be a scout? And it talks about becoming a Cub Scout at 8, all the way up to being a Boy Scout and so on. But what I didn't know on the front of this book, and I'm glad I actually looked at this because I kind of read it through, is this shows me a feature about the Steve Scout figures that I didn't know. And what it is that his right arm, as you guys know, has the Scout, actually I have to fix his belt, has the Scout symbol, the old Boy Scout hand salute, whatever you want to call it. And basically what happens is on a working figure, because I have one that does not work, what you would do is you would raise the left arm. Let's see if it's going to work for us today. And it raises and lowers the right arm. So you can do the salute. So if you have a scout figure that can't do this, obviously it's broken. Doesn't really make it any less valuable. I don't think anybody really knows that this is what it does. But I thought that was a pretty cool feature because I do collect a lot of Fighting Furies figures and so on. And, you know, they have the little button on the side where you get the chopping action. Now, they also tell you it's not just for the salute because you can put something in his hand and you can do a chopping action or so on. Their hands are actually made to hold their accessories, unlike some action figures like Mego and so on that they weren't really made for that. They were just hands, but these actually were made for it. The problem with the Scout figures is that you have this head that's glued to a round stem on the bottom with basically a little plastic. It looks like almost like this actually. It's like a little skinny plastic pipe, if you will, and then on the end is a little extra piece, and it goes into a plastic neck hole. So inside the regular neck hole, there's something inside plastic goes in there, but that plastic breaks, the head pops off, that snaps, and so on. So they tend to get loose, and they tend to break. So you have to be careful, because I have a Bob Scout figure that was perfect, and he dropped and broke. Although I think his arm action work. It was working. He's very tight. See, his arm action works. His head came off, so I glued him a little bit. I got some super glue on the head. I got to work on getting that off, see if I can get him back together. In any case, there's your Steve Scout. Now, let me put this to the side, because the other thing I showed last night that I was really excited to get was this box set of Warning from Thunderhead Weather Station. This is a complete set. I believe the guy who had it opened it to do the eBay auction, because it was open. He had everything in there. He didn't take anything off the card, but he opened it. And of course, this 600-year-old tape in here has weathered and so on. It turns yellow. This is what comes in the box set for this. Okay, it's all these different pieces, and essentially it's the tree stem and the tree roots and the branches and so on. It's got all the parts for it. There's a little booth, whatever. I have a good portion of these. I'm going to show you one that's not complete. I have some extra parts for it, but I fixed this one because I had some extras, and I keep wanting with extras. But this is basically the idea behind it: is you would push this tree into the bottom. This table slides in, the legs go on, then another platform, and so on. This is actually the same piece that they used for the lookout tower, just this part for the lookout tower that you could do the mail order. The top was different, a couple of different accessories, but the accessories, if I'm correct, other than the top, are available in other sets. So you might be able to get by trying to put one together. The Bill Scout figure was unique. The winter shelter tent was unique. I haven't even seen a picture of one online. I got to do a little more looking. I haven't looked that hard, to be honest with you. But inside, like I said, every one of these, there's a comic book. On the back, they talk about the adventure sets you can get. I showed you this before. But inside, there's actually a little comic. First of all, it shows you what the set comes with, the weather equipment. It shows you how to put it together. And it's nice because it's in a colored comic book as opposed to black and white instructions, which I thought was pretty cool. They talk about it. They tell you how to put things together. And then they go into the comic book story. Now, other action figures have come with comic books from other companies, and I think that's a kind of a cool thing and really gets you kind of into it. The neat thing about the Steve Scout figures, which I've said before, but in case you didn't know, is they literally were officially approved by the Boy Scouts of America. So the outfits that these figures wear in these sets were the contemporary outfits of the time for Boy Scouts. They've changed since then, obviously, but these were the outfits they wore, down to the belt buckle design, to the handkerchiefs, everything. Everything was marked Boy Scouts and so on. And if you guys remember, as I've said this before many times, Kenner's Steve Scout was rolled into Italy as Fergus OK Mike. Same body, same hands. He had a red or a blue track outfit, kind of like the $6 Million Man one in red. But they also had a blue one, a baby blue one, matching shoes. Then they also did in Germany, thanks to McDrago, showed me that Dickie's Action Man, Dickie's Action Man. I'm pretty sure he said to me, I'm pretty sure that the GI Joe team wasn't in England wasn't too happy about the Action Man from that palatoy, but they made their own. He looks the same body, but his head looks like, as somebody said, I think it was Dan Samillo, it's a shrunken down Fighting Yank head. It looks pretty close. So the body's been reused. Matter of fact, if I showed you the OK Mike stuff, the boxes, the designs, the pictures on them were almost identical. It just said OK Mike in different colors. So the Scout picture was almost identical. They pretty much restaged it with the OK Mike figures instead of the Scout figures, all the same equipment. A lot of the OK Mike stuff, if you open it new, you'll find that it still has the Kenner Boy Scout stickers, or the Boy Scout America stickers on, and the markings, which are not really what he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be their Action Jackson. So I think Action Man Dickie was the same. Action Man Dickie had less He actually had less sets. OK Mike had many of the same sets, not all of them, but then they went off to make some really cool carded sets that the Boy Scouts never had, kind of like in Action Jackson, where you have a carded set of an airplane pilot. They had a pilot, they had a soldier, they had a car mechanic. They did come with some really cool accessories. A doctor. There's one more, I forget what it is. But if you go to myaamigo.like.com, scroll on the left, you can find Kenner 9-inch Boy Scout, Furga, that's Furga, 9-inch OK Mike, and you can also find 9-inch Action Man Dickie. Again, those pictures, thanks to Mick Drago for that. By the way, before I get too started, I gotta throw a little shout out because I haven't mentioned this in a while to our good friends at Star Pod Log, Naren and Kavora, Naron and Kavora, sorry. Naron and Kavora, thank you guys for everything you guys got. Check out their Facebook page. They have a great podcast. We get lucky sometimes we get to participate in it. They're great stuff, really good, and really nice people too. If you meet them in person, they're super. All right, let's move on to a couple other things because I'll show you the surprise at the very end. I think this is going to make Danny Gates have a shit when he sees this. He's going to take a shite if I know Danny Gates. All right, I got 2 boxes to open. I believe most of them are Scout parts. I apologize. I get a little OCD on shit. I find something I like and I just fucking go for it because if you don't get it now, you never know what's going to come up again or when you're going to live long enough to get it. I missed out on something the other day because I didn't pay attention, which was dumb. And I'm very upset for it. It's ruined my day. But anyway, let's get some boxes open. Let's see what's in here, shall we? All right. This box looks well packed. This person did a nice job. They just didn't throw the shit in there, put it around. They actually packed. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of shit in here. Maybe I should open this one. Let's open this one second, because this one's got a lot of shit. Might take a few. You might not want to hang around to watch that, although at the end of this, I'm going to show you guys something really cool. Let's open this one. There's less in here. We can get through it a little faster. Wow. That knife almost just took a dive bomb into my leg. Do you collect Steve Scout? Do you enjoy Steve Scout? Leave a comment below and we'll be happy to answer it. Thank you. All right. Enough of this shit. This is not meant for children. There's profanity. I think this came from the same seller. If you don't like profanity, please do not watch. Oh my God, there's a shitload more in here too. Okay. All right, well, let's go through this pretty quick. Some of these pieces, matter of fact, a lot of these pieces I believe I have. I'm not sure. These are not all Steve Scout. There's a good portion that are. I have a lot of extra stuff here that I will be giving off to other people or so on. Just give me a chance to get this shit out of here. And we'll see how it goes, shall we? Okay, this bag is going for $1. Rip that open. All right. Some of the pieces I really need. First of all, there is the Scout tent. I do have a Scout tent. Thank you to Brian Sanchez for hooking your brother up and helping him get the pieces for the mountain base, which is over there. But what I wanted out of this set is the actual tent poles to get that together. It's a pretty big tent. And this is like good cloth material. This is not some cheap-ass cheesecloth thing, I can tell you that. That is for damn sure. All right, there is a white ladder in here, and I am 99.9% sure that, actually I'm 100% sure, this is not a Steve Scout ladder. This actually is an Empire ladder to one of the helicopters, probably the Chips helicopter, because they did everything in white and yellow. I'm pretty sure, or this could be, yeah, it's not Hulk. It could be Spider-Man. I know his was in yellow too. So this goes in Empire helicopter ladder. No big deal. Cool. All right, we have another stretcher set, if you will. You guys have probably seen these because I've shown these to you. OK Mike has the same stretcher. Backpack. Like I said, they really wanted these things to be authentic to Boy Scouts, so they made this shit out of good material and string and so on. Not so, well, sometimes it was crappy plastic, if you will. A lot of these things we showed. Here's the skis that I was missing for my snowmobile set. So the skis are here. These are the Scout skis, if you will. These are the crutches that go to another set of which I have. If anybody's interested in this stuff, let me know. Here, I didn't realize this was in here. Here is the grappling hook I'm missing to, fuck what set it is. I think it was Lost in the High Country. So that's good. So we're going to kind of put those things to the side. This is, I don't know what the hell this is. I have no idea. I'll have to find out. Here's a fire extinguisher. This is a canteen, but I am 99. I'm sure this is Mark's. It has to be Mark's. Here is a walkie-talkie. This is an LJN walkie-talkie to either SWAT with a rookies or emergency. I have to take a look. I think they use the same ones. This is the, believe it or not, this is the hook that goes on the back of the snowmobile, so you can hook the trailer to it. Ski goggles. It's another set of those. I think I showed you guys fire extinguisher. Okay, this yellow scarf, this goes to Craig or Dave Scout. So they made 2 Boy Scout figures. Steve Scout, which was basically the mascot or the main part of the line. Then they made Bob Scout. That was the black Boy Scout. They made Craig Scout, who was the white Cub Scout. And they made Dave Scout. It was very hard to find. And he was also a Cub Scout. He was the black Cub Scout. So this goes to that. I'm going to show you why we like that in a minute. This is a zip-up emergency by LJN jacket. It was either John or Roy. Here is the actual snowsuit set. This is the actual snowsuit jacket that goes to the snowmobile. Yes, it's got a real zipper on it. I don't know if the zipper works. I guess we'll find out, because I guess it works. It hasn't been used in a while. But even the material on this, you could take a look. The material on this is very much like it would be in real life. They just basically made everything miniature. The pants, some more LJM pants, hatchet. These are actually the mittens that go to the snowmobile set. They are furry on one side, and they are pleather yellow on the other. Excited to get that. Another oxygen tent, another lantern. They use that in several sets. Here is the first aid kit for Boy Scouts. There's another set that I need. Okay, this is Steve Scout. He has a broken leg, obviously. And so if you take a look at this, because this is a great example to show. Okay, if you take a look at this, he has that peg inside, right? Looks like the new Mego, what you call bandless bodies. Shitty little peg inside that I don't even know how they expect that to survive. But his leg broke, so on. I'm not too concerned. He wasn't my reason for buying it. Some of those pieces I showed you a good portion, and this. This is Craig Scout, but he's in the wrong outfit. Now, they do have the Craig Scout shirt in here. And these are his pants, even though I have them already. Sorry, I thought those were LJN. So we're going to get him converted into his Cub Scout set, which leaves me one more to go. And this actually is a plastic bandana that he wears on the back. Okay? All right. That's some of it. God, look at all this shit. All right, let's see what's in the other set. I'm going to open the other box, see what's in here. We're going to go through this a little quick because some of the stuff is probably double or triple what I have. And at some point, wow, this person wrapped everything. We're going to want to kind of get on the other stuff. Actually, this is a better sled than the one I have, because this one, even though this part broke, it actually has some of the strings that go to the sled, which is pulled by the snowmobile. I don't even know what's in all this. These are, okay, well, wow. Okay, so we have more snow sets. This one, as you can see, has the official Boy Scout sticker on it. It's a much better condition than the one I just showed you. There's mittens. They even have the ropes that came in the set. These are regular string, but they're kind of waxy, and so they hold together. Okay, this is good. It's got the snow boots. One of the snow boots ripped in the back, but it does have the snow boots. So we're getting very close to finishing that snowmobile set. Oh yeah. There's something inside this first aid kit. You got to be shitting me. Okay. First aid kit. It's rattling. So there's something inside. And sure enough, there are You guys see those? There's actually 3 bandages in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. There's 3 bandages inside there. Oop. I don't want to break it. I'm afraid to break the plastic, but there's 3 bandages in there running around loose. So some of these sets you get lucky, you find a lot of stuff, some you don't. This actually was a good buy. This is, I don't know what the hell this is. This is some piece to the vehicle or something. I have to figure out what that is. All right, so this is good. He's got his pants, his hat. Here's his Boy Scout hat. Very, very cool. So basically, I think I probably at this point complete the other set, maybe 1 red boot, which is not bad. I'm okay with that. All right, let's move you to the side. What else is in here? These look like, yep, these are the skis and the poles. I'm pretty sure you guys. Yep. These are the skis and poles. So I think by the time I'm done, I pretty much have, oh, actually, I'm sorry. This is the whole set. I just realized I thought this was a mixed lot. It's not. What this is the actual snowmobile set. Those snowmobiles came in a goldish color and they came in a yellowish color. And originally I thought, because they have 2 different snowmobile sets, there's the Danger at Blizzard Ridge, and I think the other one is Danger at Crystal Glacier or something like that. But these actually, yeah, these are the skis. All right. So these are actually the skis and the poles. I just dropped the pole. Very, very cool stuff. All right, let's get through this. So this is the snowmobile set. Yep, there's more oxygen. Yeah, they wrapped all this stuff. Okay, this doesn't go to this. This actually goes to the base tower, or the mountain base tower that Sanchez had got for me. And it was missing. And somehow this wound up in this set. And I was like, I need that. So let's go drop this in while we have it. Yeah, this was one of the things I was looking for when I bought this. And these sets are always, you see people, there's so much mix. These kids must have played a lot with them. These weren't even advertised on TV as far as I know. They're only done in comic books. So this is the flag, the piece that goes over to the tower. So I'm going to go put this on. You'll see it in a minute when we go over there because I have something else to show you on a much huger scale. Great. Now the tower that Sanchez got me has the flag. Fantastic. All right, we're going to do some of this stuff because I forgot some of this. These look like the snowshoes that come with the set. We'll see. I promise you, when you see this thing in the end, you're going to shit. You see it. Am I the only one other than Danny Gates here that collects this shit? Anyone else collect this stuff? If not, and you start, let me know. I got enough shit to probably get you started really good. Yep, the snowshoes that come with Sea Scout. Snowshoes. Okay, here is the actual vehicle. All right, so I have 2 of these because I got one last week. Oh, I know what that black piece is. That's a peg to the, I know what that is. I just showed you a little black piece in the bag. Didn't know what it was. I know what it is now. That, you'll see in a minute. That, my friends, is the foot peg, if I'm correct. And maybe it broke off. I think it broke off. See, I think that's the foot peg to the snowmobile. Let's see. This person did such a nice job wrapping this. I almost feel bad unwrapping it because they did such a good job wrapping it. All right, let's see. All right, just want to make sure there's no loose pieces rolling around that get thrown out. Got to be careful with these old toys. You never know if something's loose in there, stuck in the bag. Got to kind of go easy. Okay. So the neat thing about this, yeah. So this piece, if I'm correct, is that the foot peg? No, it's not the foot peg. Oh, it's the, what the hell is it? The handlebar. What? I don't know. I got to figure out where this goes, but All right, so you have this one. It should have two of these foot pegs. This one has one. That piece came off of one of them. I don't know where that came from. They put that on the handlebar or something. Yeah, they did. In any case, the neat thing about this, here's your toe for the sled, and then when you roll this, that's supposed to be snowmobile noise. That's the idea behind it. All right, because don't want to drag everybody here for 4 hours, I'm going to show you what we have there. Just give me 1 second to put a figure up, and I'll show you, and it'll be pretty cool. I'll use this guy here. He's got a broken leg. I'll show him. Give me 1 sec, and I'll be right back. Ooh. All right, we have to take this on a little trip. It's a little bit of a bitch to do because it's a little bit hard, but it's hard to see from the other side. But can we show? There we go. Okay, so here is our tower here. Here's the flagpole we put on. What was originally here was this one that Brian had gotten for me. I might put this one back, but it was just missing the flag on it. So here's one with the flag. I can actually pull the flag, put the other one back. But this is, I think, one of the coolest things. I just did this tonight. So if you take a look behind me, can you see right there, which is the Steve Scout Escape from or Glide from Eagle Mountain set. And like I said, I have two of these. This one was a little more beat up. The other one was brand new. So there's the Steve Scout figure I just got. Busted leg. This thing is huge. This is literally a kite. So it's supposed to be a hang glider, but you can take this shit outside and throw it. And I did some testing, and it floats. I mean, it flies. Okay. It flies through the air and will do a really nice job flying your Steve Scout figure around. So it's actually made to fly. It's not just to pretend. That's made to fly. It's huge. He's a 9-inch figure, and he just fell out. He's a 9-inch figure. He just fell out. But you can get an idea how big this is. It's actually 3 feet across, and I don't know what it is this way. I think it's 3 feet by 2.5 or something. That's 3 feet wingspan. So very, very cool. So very excited. So we'll see how this goes. I'll see if it stays up there because I just knocked the one that I got with the broken leg down. But, oh well. So is it that leg. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to tell you guys I'm done. I'm going to go get this Craig Scout figure together, get him up on the mountain just got for me, and then we're going to put this stuff together. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, just leave them below. Otherwise, peace, bitches. Have a real nice night. And, actually, we should just do what we always do. Let's go out on a really good note. Do I have it here? Oh, I don't think I have it here. All right, well, we'll just do it this way. Peace.
It's a beautiful day